Hey everybody, MotoPoet59 here. I want to talk a little bit about these vaccine passports. Now, as anybody who knows me or has watched my videos on this or on my other channel of me documenting my battle with COVID-19, you know what almost killed me? And I got the vaccine. I just got my second shot the other day. It kicked my ass. The first shot didn't bother me at all. Second shot, I felt, I'm not going to say I was sick because I wasn't. I just didn't feel good for about 24 hours. But after that, felt fine, still feel fine. Didn't grow a third arm, develop telekinetic abilities or any other weird stuff. And with that being said, I am vehemently opposed to mandatory vaccines of any kind. If people don't want to get vaccines for whatever, don't get them. That doesn't put people who are vaccinated at risk. It puts other people who aren't vaccinated at risk. And if you aren't vaccinated, that's a choice you've made. You've made the decision to risk contracting whatever disease is being vaccinated against at the time. And this vaccine passport thing is just wrong in every measurable way. There's no way that it can be constitutional. Why should a person who has made the decision to not get vaccinated against COVID-19 not be allowed to go to a football game or a baseball game or a car race or whatever? Whatever event, because that's what they're saying right now. Well, it'll just be for sporting events, but who knows? Who knows where this might lead? This is another one of those doors that leads to a slippery slope. Are states or counties or other cities going to start requiring you to show your vaccine passport before you can shop at their store, visit a museum in their town, or travel to a national park? Who knows where this could end? It has a lot of ramifications with which I'm uncomfortable. We don't have to show vaccine passports for our DPT shots or polio or any of the other vaccines that are normally given to us when we're children or even as adults. I mean, you don't have to show proof that you've had a flu shot during flu season before you can go to a Dodgers game or a casino in Vegas. It's why all of a sudden with COVID-19, I'm just opposed to it. I don't agree with anti-vax people. I don't agree with them at all. I believe that those people put their children at risk because of their outlook at the world. A lot of these people, a lot of anti-vaxxers are conspiracy theorists. They're not, I mean, some aren't. I know some anti-vaxxers and whatever. I'm not judging them. I'm just saying I don't agree with them. But that's their right. If they don't want to get vaccinated, or even if they don't want their kids to get vaccinated, there again, I disagree with that, but it's their kids and it's their decision. And the government, state, local, or federal, should not be allowed to cause a person to produce proof that they have been immunized against anything. If we're going to do that, then they need to make that a broad spectrum passport where you'll have to prove that you've been immunized against all these things. The government is overreaching again where COVID-19 is concerned. It's absolutely astounding what the government is being allowed to do by the people over the fear that, in my opinion, the government created surrounding COVID-19. As sick as I got and as close to death as I was with that nasty disease, and as many people as it's killed, the vaccination surrounding it, the whole thing, there are companies that are starting to require employees to show proof that they have been vaccinated or they're not going to be able to work there. But I'm opposed to that too. I'm opposed to mandatory vaccinations. So anyway, back to the vaccine passport issue. They are picking and choosing American citizens that are going to be able to do this and citizens that aren't going to be able to do that. these citizens have committed no crimes. And it didn't matter, even if they have, even if they're convicted felons. There's nothing that says convicted felons can't go to baseball games or car races or rodeos. But if you don't get a COVID-19 vaccine, you're not going to be able to do this. And like I said earlier, where's it in? Where's it in? Are you going to be able to go to Yosemite or Yellowstone Park? I can't imagine states like Wyoming and South Dakota becoming involved in this, but those are national parks. And if the federal government decides that you have to have a vaccine, then, there's always court battles. I saw that the Florida governor and the Texas governor have banned vaccine passports. It is executive orders. It is illegal for businesses in those states to ask for such a passport. I know when I got my second shot, I got a little card. It's just a little paper card. The date that I got each of my shots. And it was completed and I didn't have any adverse effects. And they're saying, well, those can be forged. Why are we concerned about whether or not these can be forged? Why are we concerned? Why are people even being asked if they've been vaccinated? If you own a business and you decide that you don't want people in your store that haven't been vaccinated, that's your business. You can do whatever you want. Put your sign up. No entry without vaccine passport. No entry without the proof, like the little card that I have. That's your deal. If you own that business and you don't want those people in there, then you don't have to let them in. But the problem with that is word about that kind of stuff gets around, and you would likely lose more business over that than it would be worth. This vaccine passport thing is crazy, and that's another thing. A lot of these, a real popular restaurant, would you be able to dine there at your favorite restaurant if you decided not to get a vaccine? I disagree with it. I disagree with it wholeheartedly. I disagree with every aspect of forcing people to get vaccines. Vaccines have been proven to be very effective against the diseases that they're aimed at. Polio, tetanus, diphtheria, pertussis. Is that how it's pertussis? Whooping cough. Flu shots seasonal flu shots are very effective. They've always said, just because you get this doesn't mean you might not get a different strain of the flu. And that's why you should get a flu shot every year. I never got them before. They told me when I was 55 that I should start getting them. And I think I will now. They told me that had I got a flu shot, I wouldn't have got as sick as I did with COVID. I wouldn't have got as sick as quickly. And maybe the medicines they could have given me at home would have kept me at home rather than put me in the hospital for a month. Be that as it may, I still believe that mandatory vaccines are wrong, and I certainly believe that American citizens having to carry some vaccine passport to do this or to do that or go here or go there is absolutely wrong. And I hope that it turns out that this doesn't come to pass. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.